Hey everybody, this is Rustin with Metalholic Radio, and with us today, Guillaume Bideau of Mnemic. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Excellent. Excellent. Mnemic has a brand new album, Mnemesis, out. You guys have had, well, it's about to come out, I should say. You guys have had quite a journey over the last year. You and Mersha have seen almost a rebirth of the band in a way, with 3 new members coming on board. When the other 3 departed, was there ever a moment of consideration that the Mnemic journey would end there?
No, because we wanted to, it's been like Brian, the drummer, he had some problems with his knees, so he was not able in the end to play more than 3 shows in a row. So regarding like a month of touring, it would have been impossible, so we just like decided to step back. Then Beast had some changes in his life. So he decided to quit the band for his personal reason. We were still really good friends with all the members, of course, so it was just like a choice of life. And Runa, it was just because of a different vision of what we wanted for the future and Mnemic regarding music. So Mersha and I, we wanted to continue the adventure, of course. So, and we had it was not that hard to find some new members because we had these friends that have been, replacing Runa and Brian in the past, like the new Brian, the new drummer, and Victor, the new guitarist. So we knew these guys from a long time. They were good friends and really talented musicians, so it was quite obvious that they should fit the band, and they were really excited about it. So it's been pretty fast to find the new members. It's been a bit harder to find a bass player, because Obist, is such a really great character. Right. But we met the Simone, on tour in Italy, and it was obvious that this guy was he was perfect for the job. So we just asked him, and he was like really, really, really happy and surprised. So it's cool. And for an Italian guy, he speaks surprisingly really great English. So it's like, because French people, Spanish people, Italian people, we speak English like a Polish cow. So it's really, really, really bad. But so in the end, it's I guess that the people, the fans are, from the outside, they could have believed that it was like a real mess or something. Wow, it's a really bad period for the band. It's been for us, of course, stressful, but luckily everything fell back into place like pretty fast and in a really good mood. So it's been a journey, but it's not as been that bad. And in the end, we're really happy about the changes because it's new blood. And we have a new album, which we're really, really proud of. So yeah, I guess it was the best. It was the best to happen for Mnemic.
Right, and as you said, the new album, Mnemesis, is going to be your guys' 5th album, comes out on June 8th. The first track off the album, which is one of my favorites, is Transcend, which is sort of what you and Mersha have done with Mnemic. You've come back with an incredible record.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Sort of worked out that the first song went that way, or was that sort of an ideology of what you guys were looking at when you started this new record?
No, actually, we just because when we compose songs, we don't know like if it's gonna be the first track of the album or whatever. We just compose what we have in mind and try to just lay it down on Pro Tools at first. So yeah, and in the end, when we have all the songs recorded with all the vocals, everything finished, we just sit down and we try to pick up an order, and this song was really cool as an opening track, and of course with the name Transcend, it was like a small blink to the situation. So yeah, maybe unconsciously, but yeah, you might be right.
A little nod there and everything. Now, I actually had this conversation with a couple of people lately. How important is the order of the tracking, do you think, to an album?
Well, it's some people think it's it's from the strongest to the weakest song, but actually it's not that. When you decide about an order, it has to be I don't know. It has to be dynamic. The tempos has to not be the same. It has to. I don't know. It's just a feeling. You listen to it and you just try to feed the listener's shoes, and this would be cool to start with this one and then this one, because the tempo is different, so they're gonna expect something, and in the end they will get something else. I don't know. It's every album is different, so it's always like a dance And of course, the most difficult part is to get everybody agreeing upon the order.
Right. You got to find that continuity and flow to it.
Yeah. So, we're happy about the order. We all happy about the order on the album. So.
Well, Mnemesis is easily your most melodic album to date. Was that by design or just the way the music sort of flowed out of you guys at this time?
No, second choice. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, we wanted to go back to something a little bit heavier, like back in the old days, and something more Scandinavian, with a more cutting through sound, like something more a bit cold. But we wanted brutal and melodic. Well, that's actually most of the bands these days, when you record something, even us on the previous albums, most of the bands say, this album is, is heavier and more melodic. Yeah, but for once, this is the real truth on this album. It's not something we really planned. I mean, the melodic stuff, it just happened like that, and it's just, I don't know, you compose something, and I don't know if you can call that the magic, but this is the magic of music. Something happens, somebody puts an input into it, and then and some layers, and in the end I just put my vocals, and sometimes I could, cut this melody things like by screaming instead of doing melodic vocals. But when it's like super melodic with the guitars, well, this time I just tried to follow the melodic thing with my vocals. So of course it accentuates the melodic aspect of it.
See, you said that so well. Your English is just fine.
Oh, thank you very much. You're too kind.
Now, with the three new guys in the band, I know that you and Mercer probably write most of the stuff, but has having the three new guys in the band altered the songwriting process at all, and how did that change the dynamic in the studio?
Well, actually, we started to work on some songs with I would say the former Mnemic, with Brian, Rune, and Obist, and then we had this these discussions because Obist wanted to quit, and Brian with his knees, and Rune was not having the same vision about the music anymore. So when we choose to have Victor, Brian, and Simone in the band, we started everything from scratch. So we just erased everything we had, and we composed everything from scratch. So so only with them. So Mercer and I haven't been composing everything. Everybody has been composing the album.
Nice.
So that's why it sounds a bit different than the previous ones, because it's just different people with different influences and different personalities. So it has to be like that, because only two people composing an album, it works on some bands. Some bands is just like a one guy band. He just composes everything, and then the others just put their personalities on top in the studio. But Mnemic has been always been 4 or 5 people composing, at the same time. Right. So it had to be the same, So this time we just composed as a band, for 5 people. Yeah.
Well, and you guys, the one constant that you guys have pretty much had over the course of your albums is Tui Madsen, and you tapped him once again to produce this one. What is it about that relationship that works so well for you guys?
Who is Tui Madsen? Yeah, of course. It's been with the band since I joined the band. It's been since day one, and he's like the 6th member of the band. So by this fact, he knows us really well. He knows what we want. He understands what we want. Sometimes we don't know how to say something, and we just use our strange words, and he understands. So it's really cool. And he's like the 6th member of the band, as I said, but he's not in the band, so he has this kind of a wild angle, or always big vision on the band that we don't have, because we're in the band. So sometimes we get blinded by the proximity of it. So he's laid back, and he can say, okay, this is maybe not too good, or this when we want to experiment. He's always up for experimenting. But for example, I just tried some some kind of heavy metal vocals with a lot of tremolos that I used to do when I was younger. And I said, okay, this time I'm going to try to have fun again with these tremolo things. But I was not sure. Maybe it was too power metal. I don't know, maybe faggy or cool. I thought it was cool. So I just asked you, so what do you think about these vocals? And was like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Okay, then I felt confident about it, and I worked in this sense even more. So he's always a good advisor, and he's really laid back, really cool. He's a calm person, so he doesn't stress you. He's open-minded, and he's really efficient when he works. And a cool thing, I produce CDs as well and music, so personally, he works in the same system as me, like on Pro Tools. So we have this common vocabulary as well. We want some, we work faster on some edition parts, or I don't know, when I give him files, vocal files, we have a special vocabulary, we understand each other, so it works faster. So it's pretty cool.
Now, did you record it at his studio?
Yeah.
Because I talked to Martin from Moonspell not too long ago, and he said he actually put his drum kit in the bottom of an empty pool to record.
Yeah. Because in the past, he used to have the studio in his garage, like down his house, and then but he was renting studios to record the drums, and he had a pool upstairs in his house. And once it was empty because, I don't know, the filter was fucked up or something like that. And then, I should try a drum. So we just set up a drum and recorded a band. And he was like, oh my God, the acoustic is really crazy. So he just decided to move his whole studio up there. And now he does all the production up there. And on this album, so it was cool because the studio and the garage was free. So I could sit here and just record my vocals because I record everything myself. I don't want anybody around me. So, they could record their guitars and shit and have their barbecue party. And I could record my vocals with my whiskey down in the garage. So it was pretty cool. Plus, whiskey pool down there and a whiskey drum up there. Whiskey drum, sorry. A drum pool up there, yeah.
Now, you guys have already put the track I've Been You out there. What's the feedback you've been getting so far, and will there be a video forthcoming for this song?
Well, the feedback has been pretty cool because it's to me like a real progressive song because it starts like with the arpeggios and then it builds up and there are a lot of different ambiences, but it's not like everything comes naturally. It's not something we stick this part there and then we stick another part. No, it's been composed like that, and it's really surprisingly really spontaneous for such an ambient and twisted song. So it was. So we usually do not choose which song would be the single. It's more because we're too much into it. Once again, it's right. We give the whole CD to the label, and it just jumps in their face what should be the single. So they pointed this song, and I was really happy because I really loved it. I love all the songs on the album, but it was. To me, I was up for this song for being the single, so I was pretty happy. And we're supposed to shoot a video for this one probably next month. So we're just trying to find a common schedule for everybody. Right. And we should be shooting the video with Patrick Eularus once again, the guy we've been shooting all our videos with. Now, the Swedish guy, yeah.
Now, as the vocalist, normally the vocalist is the one that writes the majority of the lyrics. Does it work the same way with you? Are you the primary lyricist in the band, or?
Oh, yeah. Well, usually in my bands, it depends on the band. It depends what the band has to say. It depends on if there's a concept or something. I don't like concepts. I don't give a shit about concepts. So I just write what comes because I write lyrics when I'm in the studio. Once again, I have a studio, so I have the luxury to do that. It means I work on the songs, on the instrumental, and once I think it's cool, okay, then fine. Then we go in the studio, and I sit behind the microphone, and I just write the lyrics and compose the melodies and the rhythms. So it's just like a last-minute thing to keep it the most spontaneous as possible. So and I sit down. I'm a lazy fuck. So and so this time it was. I mean, on the two previous albums, it was it's more or less like 50-50. Murphy and I writing the lyrics. So on this one, it was just like our vision of what life is today, what the world is today, and what it could be tomorrow. Murphy is more the guy who talks about what the world could be tomorrow, and I'm more the guy who talks about what the world is today, with our own words, of course. And sometimes it's a bit mind-twisted, but, well, it's lyrics. It's just like you get some shots and you have fun with your brain.
So you're living in the now and he's living in the future. So
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Well, when I write lyrics, yeah.
Now, the album artwork, when I first saw it, it reminded me of the two most recent albums by Blut aus Nord, what they used on their last couple of records. What were you guys going for with the art on this one?
We didn't have any really idea before entering the studio. So Simone, the new bass player, was a graphic designer as well, like Mersha. So, and they shared this vision, and I shot the videos of the recording of the album. We put out on the internet some videos when we recorded the guitar, the vocals, the bass, the drums, and everything. And I like to, I'm a photographer as well, and I like to take pictures in black and white with a lot of noise in the picture, and I love to shoot the videos in black and white as well. So, and we had this like a few colors vision. So, okay, I was shooting in black and white. So the cover, we just decided that it should be not black and white, but just white, the big white background, and just black, red, and golden to make it not too colorful and more efficient. Like they had a cover like the audio injected soul was pretty white, so it's pretty in your face. It's pretty easy to see in the shelves. And it's easy and efficient. I'm not a fan of colors, so everything which is contrasted is fine. So yeah, it's just it followed the idea, the whole photography we had during the album, all the videos. It's really really simple regarding the colors, and not that many details here and there. It's just simple and efficient.
Nice. Now, of course, the album's about to come out, which means lots of touring and such. What's on tap for the touring schedule this summer? Are you doing a lot of the festivals? Are you guys, any idea when you're getting over to the States?
So, we just finished a small European tour, a few weeks ago. It was pretty fun to be on the road again. And we're now working on the US tour. Of course, we'd like to go back to the US because it's been a while. So we're going to Australia. We're going to some other strange places like Cyprus, but we won't be playing that much this summer. We're just playing in Cyprus. We just played Europe a few festivals, not too much, because as the album is out in June, so it was not really possible to listen to the album for the promoters, right. The festival promoters, because you book the festivals pretty early, like it's October, November, the year before. So it was a bit too late. So we're actually more working on the festivals for 2013. So we'll be around this summer, but not that much. We will more be in our garden barbecuing and having a good time and listening to the album over and over again and congratulating ourselves.
There you go. Nice. So, well, and you've got more than one album to be listening to this summer. One Way Mirror also released its sophomore effort, Destructed by Nature, last month. Now you started One Way Mirror right around the time you joined Mnemic.
Right before.
Yeah, is it difficult trying to make both bands flourish at once?
Well, it's not easy because we all have some kind of busy schedules because we do many different things. So this time it's pretty much a shame that both albums are going to be out at the same time. So it's hard for the touring, but it's better than nothing. Right. So sometimes it's a bit hard regarding the schedule to combine it, but I prefer having problems to combine something than just sitting in my place and waiting for something to happen. So life is not easy. So Well,
it's a good problem to have. So now,
exactly. Yeah, it's stressful, but well.
In terms of personal and musical fulfillment, what do you get out of One Way Mirror as opposed to Mnemic? Or is it simply just another avenue of artistic expression for you?
Yeah, that's that. It's just two different things. It's like with Mnemic, it's more the more brutal side of me, I would say. Not even because the new album is not, to me, it's not that brutal. It's a lot melodic, but it's way different. It's more technical. It's a different metal approach. Like Mnemic is technical, but still melodic. So yeah, you need to listen to the music to be able to get into it. Regarding One Way Mirror, it's like party metal music for us. It's just like in your face. That's easy to us. It's like easy listening metal. You don't have to listen to it 100 times to remember the choruses. So it's just like party music. It's just easy going metal. It's two different things, and I need this to be to be fulfilled on the artistic level. I need my voice can do a lot of things, so I need to be able to express myself like all the way. So that's why I also have like a hip hop funk pop band only in France, so I just have fun with that because I love to rap and do some different things. Of course, and I cannot rap with Mnemic or even One Way Mirror because I will get tomatoes or bananas on stage in my face. But it's just it's, I have different, I'm not schizophrenic, but I have different moods, and so one day I'm ready to I don't know, to do some Mnemic, and another day I'm ready to do some One Way Mirror. Well, of course, on tour you have to be ready for the same thing every day, but it's different. It's just like, it's just a matter of mood, and I need it to be fulfilled.
Right, the yin to your yang to keep you balanced. So
yeah.
So we've got. We know about Mnemic and One Way Mirror. We know you got a hip-hop band on the side, and we know you're a photographer. But as our last question here as we head out, tell us something about Guillaume Bideau that might surprise most people to discover.
Well, I don't know. Well, I cook a lot, but maybe because the guy who follows us, they've maybe seen that I gained a little bit of weight through the years. But I'm on the diet, so I will try to work on that. I don't know. I don't listen to metal almost. So this might be surprising for some people, but
I hear that a lot actually. That a lot of metal artists don't listen to metal, because you ask them, what are your favorite metal albums, and they're like, I don't really listen to metal most of the time. Sorry, so it's not really original. Oh shit. I don't know actually. I don't know. Well, no, there's nothing really. Well, you're a cook. What's your best dish?
I love duck. That's really cool. Not especially foie gras, but duck in general is really nice. Duck, or I just tried my first risotto like 2 days ago. I never cooked that. It was pretty cool. It's funny. But I don't know, I like everything, because the only thing I don't like in the universe, in Europe, I think, is just beetroots. I hate beetroots. It has like a ground taste. Bleh. And that's the only thing I don't eat. Otherwise, I eat everything. Hearts, guts, sheep balls. In China, I've been eating scorpions. I eat everything. Nothing scares me.
Wow.
I'm lucky enough to be born under a good star, so I think it would be a luxury for me not to eat something. So I don't like beetroots, but I eat them anyway. I can eat them without pleasure, but I can eat them. People are dying of hunger and thirst, so I can afford myself to dislike an element.
There you go. So you can survive in almost any environment. All right.
Exactly.
That's absolutely awesome. Thanks, Guillaume, for taking the time, and hopefully we'll get to see you over here in the States, brother. We'll talk with you soon.
Okay, take care. Bye, man. Thank you.